Uh-oh, we're live now.
Wait, oh no! Really?
Yep.
Oh no! Sorry, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Well, let's stop that screen share there.
Huh.
And
Oh, I thought you
hello.
were going through the audio repeaters.
Nope. I don't think I have to share today, so I didn't bother setting them up.
Well, fair enough.
I guess if I have to, then well, then I will. But hello, everybody. Glad everybody's all here. Glad to see you all. And today we're going live on Global Accessibility Awareness Day. We're going to talk about exactly how I feel about that day.
I'm sure we will.
But that is what today is. And Kurt, happy Thursday.
Absolutely. It's been a fun week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Let's go to the YouTube side. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, we sound pretty even. That's good.
Yeah.
And I'll mute the YouTube. There. All right.
That's always
So-
a fun game.
For the few of you who are watching, why don't you get your friends to watch with us?
Yeah.
And I also want to thank, let's see, who was that? I believe
We got a
that
donation,
is-
if I'm not mistaken, right?
We did. And I'm trying to figure out how to say the name correctly. All right, John Dyer, thank you very much for your $50 donation.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is definitely very, very helpful. And will help us out with paying our fees for the month. So thank you so much there, John. If you're out there and you want to donate to us, we do have our Support Us link on the website that goes to PayPal. So feel free to send your donos there. They do help us with our monthly costs, which are for the StreamYard, for the for the Buzzsprout, and for, of course, our domains and our time and all that fun stuff too. Anyway, so thank you very much. We also have been sending out emails to the mailing list with updates on episodes when they do go live. So if you want to join the mailing list, that is Blind Tech Adventures plus subscribe at googlegroups.com. And we also have a Discord, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about all the news stuff that's happened. There's been quite a lot of it.
Yeah,
We're
quite
going
a
to talk
bit.
about accessibility updates from Apple, some company called Apple that you probably never heard of, and another company called Google that I doubt anyone's ever heard of. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who they are.
So we'll be talking about that. Kurt's going to, of course, we'll talk a little bit about Accessibility Day as well. Kurt, he is going to demonstrate a web app, so we're going to revisit some web apps because they were very helpful.
Yeah.
And this time he's going to do it with JAWS. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know how to use JAWS sometimes.
He is going to demonstrate Discord. So we're going to do a Discord. Some people have wanted that. And then I'm going to share some experiences with traversing an airport or airport travel, and then maybe Kurt will jump in with some tips. I intended to record my last adventure at the airport. However, I forgot my chest mount, and I was carrying another bag and didn't have enough hands. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to record my ventures. I do hope to do that soon, though. and I'm going to have a couple of opportunities coming up, so I will definitely record that. But that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, yeah. And by the way, last week's podcast was pretty good. We talked about some innovative new modality for teaching Braille and learning Braille. So check that out.
Yeah.
I noticed the podcast has, how you say, not had very many views, but that's okay. Maybe it was just a boring topic. Who knows?
Yeah,
but
maybe people have already heard everything we think about Braille.
Could be. But all right, so come on in, join us. Bring your popcorn, bring your beverage of choice, bring your cuddle partner, bring your love, bring your weed, bring your Coke, whatever it is that you want. Hopefully the drink. Whatever you like. And thank you very much for joining us today. And let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
Let's just check to see if we have any comments here before we go on. No comments. All right. No one likes us.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any either, so yeah.
All right. So this first article, what is this?
So this first one, I just figured because our last podcast didn't have as many views, I thought in case anybody missed it, it might be good to show Nimer's keynote from wow, I got to name the right thing, from Google I/O.
Don't tell Google I started working for another company.
Yeah, Nimer gave an Android accessibility keynote, or part of one, and announced Braille support for TalkBack coming in the next version. So if you want to see that, just figured I'd link to that for anyone who missed it here.
Excellent. And let's see, we have another new article.
Yeah.
Apple announced some new features. That's interesting.
For
one of them being door detection. So I think that's going to be a really neat feature for their iPhones, for if you want to pull your iPhone out and walk around with your iPhone pointed and figure out where the doors are.
So I was a little confused. Is this only working on the phones with LiDAR?
Believe so. Because it mentions it using LiDAR. So, yeah, I believe so. In one hand, I'm actually really pleased about this announcement because I really do like and value innovation. I think innovation is such a wonderful thing. And I do think that we miss out on a lot of information, and some of the information is exactly what this app is going to provide. For example, we'll tell you that there is a door, and we'll tell you whether the door is open or closed. It'll give you an indication of whether or not it's a turn handle or it's a pull handle or whatever. And okay, you can walk up to the door and feel it, but it is a common experience, and I've certainly had this where you're not exactly sure where the door is. And it can be a little frustrating if the door is literally 5 feet away, but it's maybe inside one of those little things with the tables, whatever they call those things, outdoor things. I don't know. Or if it's
like
just
a pavilion
you're walking the wrong direction or whatever. Like there's, any number of cases where that door might be hidden. If you're walking around with a guide dog, they'll take you to what they think is a door, but actually is a window or something. So I don't know. I think this is actually... it's not like life-changing, but it certainly, I think, is probably a good thing. So,
yeah. Well, I'm excited about maybe this will get more people interested in developing accessibility-related things with LiDAR. Like, it seems like that has a lot of unrealized potential.
Yeah, I hope
just
so.
those sensors. So that
one of the interesting things is that they're adding all of these features into the magnifier app.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I just, to me, it seems a little strange that you're putting in these tools that are supposed to be helping blind people into a magnifier and calling it magnifier.
Yeah.
How many blind people would think to turn on or open or look at the magnifier when they're looking for such a feature? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, do you think it's more targeted towards people with low vision? Like
No, not at all.
That's what I wondered when I saw this thing first.
No. It's definitely targeted towards blind people. If you're low vision, you most likely can see where the door is. So, if you can't see where the door is, then sure, it can help you. But yeah. So, they're also adding some new voices and something like 20 new languages, which is good. I know some pretty big ones are in there. A couple of Indian languages, Vietnamese is in there. There's a few other ones in there. So I think that adding more languages is good, and they talked about some more voices. So that's good. Let's see here. We've also got the Envision glasses. Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
they got a new update. I
wish I cared.
That's how I feel. But I figured it might be useful for. I don't know. Do we have any? I guess comment if you actually have Envision glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of. I figured. Might be
if you're out there, whoever you are, and you're considering Envision glasses, let me just give you a tip. If you take your phone and you get a little GoPro head mount or something like that, and you open up the Envision app, you'll have the Envision glasses. Just a tip. You can save yourself literally $3,500
lots of money.
Or whatever it is. How much ever those things are, and just have your phone acting as your Envision glasses. It's not as elegant. Yeah, it's whatever, but for $3,500, you're getting a worse camera and a worse battery, and I don't know. But yeah, hey, if you want the Envision glasses, by all means, go ahead and get them.
Or if you've already got them.
Or if you got them. If you got them and you're actually using them and they're not collecting dust, please let us know. I'd be interested.
I would. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Google and Motorola. What's this? They sold more phones than expected so far in 2022, huh?
Yeah. Motorola, 1.5 million more than they had before, which...
It's pretty good. I wonder if some of those came from Los, since Los sent out a few free ones to some people, and he'd spot a bunch of them. Los, if you're out there, did you help fund Motorola?
Yeah, I'm hoping that they end up taking the place that LG had for a while of kind of the most reliable, like, not Samsung or Google Android phone.
Okay, we got some comments. We got Mr. Chico de Naka. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Agoledo. All right, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Sorry if I'm not. Name is Checkered what? Anaka? That doesn't show what your name is.
Let's see.
Or Kismet or Short. Is this spam or is this real? Between paired, a part of the blind community, happy global accessibility awareness day. It doesn't look like spam.
It's not
equal
spam.
Every one of you. Okay. All right. Quentin says, good evening. Hello, Quentin. And we got another one.
Yeah, he's wanting to know what the website is.
What's the name of your website? Blind Took Adventures. And how do I get your podcast? Well, you can go to blindtechadventures.com. BLINDTECH Adventures. ADVENTURES.com. That's where you can subscribe to the podcast and, of course, do the support us and look at our bios and whatever else.
Yeah.
And even get a link to this YouTube channel, although you seem to have found it. So.
Yeah, glad you found us.
Yeah.
Sorry we butchered your name there.
Yeah, I'm very bad with names. Please, if I mispronounce your name, you can send me a link or send me a recording or, maybe just spell it phonetically because I'm very bad with names.
Or record your eloquence saying it for us.
We did have somebody that wanted that. Yeah. Let's not go there.
Okay.
All right. Well. Thank you very much for your comments there. let's see. Did we talk about all the? Oh, I think I might have offended him. He left. Someone left.
Oh.
Anyway. Well, I'm very sorry if I offended you. Chicken naka no agalito. I'm sorry.
I hope we at least answered your question.
I hope so,
you heard.
too.
I hope you heard that part before you went away.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. The next thing that we have to talk about is a Global Accessibility Awareness Day.
Yeah.
You know, I hate this day. I actually hate it. I don't just dislike it. I hate it. And I wrote what did I?
You wrote a
post?
novel on
post
Facebook,
about
yeah.
it. I think I'll read it. You know, because I think it kind of encapsulates how I feel about it. And Kurt can cut me off. He has something to say about any bits that I have.
I'll at least wait till you're done.
Thank you. Okay, so what I said here is today is Global Accessibility Awareness Day. I am aware, and there's a lot of I am awares in here, so just to let you know. I am aware today of the fact that print is so remarkable, and of all the accessible signage out there to help anyone that cares to look to navigate around their environment. I know that you sightlings, so if you're listening to this and have sight, I know that you sightlings have access to, unless my information is faulty, these things called automobiles that take you wherever you want to go. As long as you can pay for the vehicle, the gasoline, the insurance, etc. I am also aware that you gifted individuals have accessible washing machines with interfaces that you can touch, and that works well for you. I'm aware of all of the kiosks and ATMs and other things that you can access in an accessible way. All without the need to carry around headphones, find the right buttons by feel, and guess where the buttons are. And hopefully the buttons are not labeled or the Braille is wrong. I'm aware that all of your thermometers are accessible, so you don't need to go out and buy special ones. That your board games are accessible, so you don't need to pay the markup for getting accessible ones. Get something like a Braille one. That your phones are accessible without having to bother with whether an app that you depend on has suddenly become inaccessible. That your computer, including the BIOS, is accessible.
Right.
That your gym equipment is accessible. That your medical equipment is accessible. That your transit passes are accessible. That your stores are accessible. That all of the products have not only labels that tell you what the product is, but actual directions for what to do with that product. And so many other things. When you want an accessible pregnancy test, Kurt, oh no, I didn't mention Kurt by name, or an accessible COVID test, you simply buy one. I am aware that you can walk into any library and walk out with a myriad of fully accessible books, all at no cost to you. I am aware that you can go on dating sites and have your fill of accessible photos of potential partners, that you can then choose one because of how they look. Go someplace that you can drive to and meet them, all with little to no accessibility barrier. I'm aware that your workplace is accessible. You don't need to order an expensive screen reader to get some access to your computer. You don't need to ask for help to operate basic office equipment. You don't need to get help completing paperwork. You don't need to request mobility assistance to learn how to navigate through your environment. You don't need to be concerned about finding a bathroom because all the signs will be correct and easily discernible. You don't need to feel around in the bathroom because each one is laid out differently. I am aware that you can go hiking without having to pay as much attention to technology to orient yourself and enjoy an outdoor activity. I'm aware that you don't need to work a guide dog or deal with a cane, deal with Uber and Lyft refusals, file a bunch of paperwork before you fly, stop yourself from doing things you ordinarily want to do, all because you choose to work a dog or have to concern yourself with whether the environment you're visiting will be accessible. I'm aware that you have access to so much of your environment. You can see signs, you can see people and their expressions, you can carry firearms and defend yourself, you can live in the woods and hunt for your food, all with an accessible firearm. In short, your world is quite accessible, and now I am aware. For one day out of the year, though, I ask you to remember that while your world is accessible, posting token platitudes about what you are doing or your trillion-dollar company is doing really isn't making a difference, because you aren't bothering to try to grasp the magnitude of what the inaccessibility, that the barriers that people like me face. You aren't innovating enough to address accessibility for everyone. And unless you have to live the life that a person with a disability does, you simply cannot understand. Even we people with disabilities often can't understand and argue amongst ourselves whether we are really living the lives we want, whether a disability is a mere inconvenience, or whether it impacts, even in small ways, everyday interactions. Every daily interaction, trip, and daily experience that we have. I hate Global Accessibility Awareness Day because disability is not something to be made aware of on one day a year. Apparently Google doesn't understand that. It is what billions of people live with every single day. It isn't all that unique, but we treat it that way. It isn't a mere inconvenience, as much as some might tell you we aren't living the lives we want. We don't have the same level of independence. We are inconvenienced, belittled, trodden on, discriminated against, constantly. But we people with disabilities, though our disability might be unique, and we are unique individuals with our own unique experience, we are the normal ones. You aren't. Our world needs to recognize that, begin building from the ground up with universal design in mind. Begin asking the questions of what can we do and not how much it costs or how many does it impact. And we absolutely need to begin giving visibility and voice to disability every single day, because I live my life every single day, not once a year. I am grateful to all my employer has done to drive accessibility forward. I'm grateful to Microsoft, Apple, and so many other companies that have included accessibility as part of their plans and have given it a voice and have demonstrated impact. But tech companies, as is true for the rest of the world, aren't doing enough, not even close. And much of that comes from a lack of understanding as to where our landscape is today, where we should be headed, and how we should get there, because our community lacks that understanding. Not everyone should have to be a forward-thinking person that can tell a tech company what or how to implement to improve our lives. We need innovation. We need greater visibility. We need potentially more legislation. We need stronger consumer organization. organizations and voices, and above all, we need more universal accessibility.
Wow, mic drop.
You what?
Yeah. Oh, mic drop there. I mean, that's.
Oh.
You want to tell us how you really feel? Like, I think I agree with most of that. There might be a few things that I would have worded differently, or, I kind of think my blindness is a small inconvenience, and it impacts my every interaction I have. I would have worded some of that differently, but the core message of the things that are problems and the things that we really do struggle with access-wise, I mean, yeah, I can't argue with any of that.
It's one of those things yes, we need to bring visibility to it, but the way we bring visibility to it seemingly is let's highlight the one or two things that we've done to improve people's lives.
Yeah.
And kind of the things that I see highlighted oftentimes are does this actually make a difference? And maybe it does, but there's so much that needs to be done, and we are highlighting this and focused so much on this one day a year. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
and I hope that someone can tell me that I'm missing the point, because I very well might be. I'm not sure, but I do know it's not enough to say on one day a year that we care about accessibility, put up a few blog posts about how much we care about accessibility, highlight some effort by some blind person to help a company do something in accessibility, and say, hey, we've done accessibility. And by the way, accessibility means accessible for everyone, and there's a lot of disabilities that do not get nearly as much attention as blindness does. So
yeah, this is true.
That's kind of my perspective on it. And if I just pooped all over your happy day, I'm very sorry. That was not my intent, but that's how I feel about it. So
yeah, I mean, fair enough. I don't know. I kind of get the political angle of everything has a day now, but that's also I can totally see the other side of that too, and I don't know.
I mean, some of our audience, and I don't know how much I've said before on here, and I think I have, is that if I was a sighted individual, I certainly would not be working at a tech company. I would not be working at Google. I would not be doing remotely what I'm doing. I'd probably be in the military doing something completely different that I can't do because I am blind. And some will tell me, well, you can do this or you can do that. Well, no, you can't really. You can't go pick up a M16 or whatever and go through basic training. And
yeah, they won't let you.
They won't let you do it. So, that's probably where I would be. Maybe I'd be out fighting fires or something like that. But again, you're not going to get into that not having any vision at all. Although it's kind of funny, in a fire, pretty much nobody has any vision. But
yeah,
depending how dark the smoke is, and whatever.
I suspect that one might be easier to adapt, but good luck getting anybody to hire you there.
Exactly. Exactly right. So that's kind of where my take is on that. If you have a different perspective, please share it with us, and let us know if you want us to read it on the air. You can send emails, email at blindtechadventures.com.
Yeah, please do.
We'd be happy to read it and take a look at it.
Yeah.
And,
I definitely, and I agree with most of that. And the thing I have to remind myself is, not all of those issues are things that are as hard for me personally. Some of them certainly are. But
I'm not even suggesting the issues are hard.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm more suggesting that they are issues and that they do impact certainly me and others.
And not everybody.
Not everybody's impacted in the same level of way of being impacted, but they certainly are. And, even the little things add up in a day. You have...
They do.
Okay, you have a pretty normal day, and you have one or two little things, but those little things add up.
Yeah, they do. And,
what do they call them? Micro penises or something?
Something like that. Microaggressions, maybe?
Yeah, there you go. I don't even know. There's some kind of phrase for them. I don't even know.
What? Of all the things you could have thought of, like why are you
Some
talking
kind of a
about
phrase for 'em.
why are you talking about yourself, Nimer?
Right. Well, oh gosh. All right. Well, let's move on.
Alrighty.
Sure, we just lost about 3/4 of our listeners. We had like 6 people at one point. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the share, the subscribe. If you want, feel free to subscribe and share it out with your friends. Tweet it, snack chap it. Definitely appreciate it. And all right, we're gonna
Facebook.
Facebook it. Kurt's gonna do his demo. Of Discord. And then we will come back around to navigating an airport.
Alrighty. Just putting JAWS on here.
Desktop folder StreamYard -Brave.
Alright, can you all hear my JAWS?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Do you think that's a good speed?
I think
Search
we
tab.
slow it. Yeah, that's okay.
JAWS
Yeah,
scripts
that's good.
Bitwarden. Audio repeater. Audio repeat. All control. Hearthstone access. Hearthstone access.
Alright, so let's get back to Brave here, since I am going to do this on the web, and that is my browser of choice.
StreamYard -Brave.
Usually. Alright, so first, very quick, what Discord is. It's another one of the 1.5 billion social networks out there, but what makes this one stand out, I guess, is it focuses a lot more on voice calling and video chat. It was originally kind of built for gamers to play their games together and talk about their games, and so it's got more of that kind of feature set. Of course, they all can do that now, but I have had a few people who have requested that I look at Discord here. So you can do it on a desktop app, but, I'm showing on the web. No need to download another thing if it works in your browser. And I'm using this with JAWS, obviously, version 2022. And I did download some JAWS scripts, but they don't really change things very much on the web. So the experience I'm about to show you will be mostly what you get, although for some more robust navigation, the scripts can be useful.
Address and search bar edit. https://
Wait, let's not leave StreamYard. Let's go to a new tab.
Cancel but reload but StreamYard.
Control
Address
T.
and search
There
bar
we go.
blank.
And we'll go to discord.com.
Selected. Off.
And that is one thing their script does. It turns the virtual PC cursor off by default. Normally, when you go to the website, it won't do that.
On. Off.
I'll keep it on for now.
On. Discord vertical navigation. Visited link home. Visited link open Discord. Unlabeled 2 button. Navigation region end. Heading level 1. Imagine a place ... where you can belong to a school club, a gaming group, or a worldwide art community where just you and a handful of friends can spend time together. A place that makes it easy to talk every day and hang out more often.
Okay, so that's their little blurb.
Discord vertical bar open Discord stylized image of a heading level 2 create an invite dash only place where you belong. JAWS find s blank.
I'm looking for the login.
Discord servers heading level. Discord servers are organized stylized image download for Windows link navigation region English USA Discord on Twitter link Discord down Nitro link status link about link jobs link branding link newsroom college link support safety link feedback link.
This is
Discord
a little different
visited link home visited link open Discord.
Open Discord. Here we go. This will open up the web
Banner
app.
region navigation region open Discord link Discord one link Discord visited link / servers.
All right. So, and because I already have an account and I was already logged in, this open Discord link brought me there. So let's just go through.
Tree view.
We have this what's called a tree view, or it's a tree view, and it's got a list of my what's called servers. And those are all kind of groups that I'm part of, so I'll open up this tree view.
Server sidebar navigation region. Tree view. Graph 1. Blind Tech Adventures. To move through or expand items, use the arrow keys.
I did just make a Blind Tech Adventures server, so I'll put the invite link to that in the chat here and in the show notes.
Hearthstone Access. To move through or expand items, use the arrow keys.
There is a Hearthstone Access server for people who play that game.
2 mentions. Band Nerd BFFS Forever. To move through or expand items, use the arrow keys.
That's a group from my high school.
Graphic. Add a server. To move to an item,
Add
press
a
the
server, so that's where you can join a new one or make a new one.
graphic. Explore public servers. To move to an item, press the arrow key.
Public servers. That is similar to like Clubhouse, where it has a list of all those topics that you can go to. There's also a search box
graphic.
there.
Download apps.
And you can download the desktop for basically whatever platform you want.
Virtual PC.
And
server sidebar. Private channel.
So that's the server sidebar, and I find it helpful on this site to move around by regions. So I'm at the top of the page.
Discord.
I'll press R.
Server sidebar navigation region.
That's where I was, so that lets me jump between my list of servers.
Private channels navigation region.
Private channels.
Set status button collapsed user area region.
Set status here.
Set status menu. Kirkman online button. To move through items, press up or down arrow. Click the copy username button. Online sub menu 1 of 2. Online 1 of 4. Idle 2 of 4. Do not disturb. Invisible. You will not appear online.
So
online sub menu. Set custom status 2 of 2.
Or set a custom status.
Leaving menus. User area.
Right.
Mute switch pressed on. Set status button.
So after
private channels navigation region end.
It kind of moved me over to another part of the page here.
Private channel server sidebar nav. Private channels nav finder start a conversation button.
Private channels, you can search for message. Those are basically like private messages with people. They call them channels here.
Direct messages list of 5 items. Visited link friends. Link Nitro. Heading level 2 direct messages. Heading level 2 button create DM. Visited link Nicholas left parent direct message right parent.
All right, so that's a direct message. And the next region below that.
Set status button collapsed user area region. Wrapping the top. Server side private chat set status button.
Okay, gotcha there. So I spend a lot of my time in that servers tree view, moving around between my groups. But before that, and that's kind of like where all of Discord is built around those servers. There are also a lot of keyboard shortcuts here. So, because that's probably one of the best ways to navigate the site. So I'll turn off my virtual PC cursor.
Off.
I will do Control/. That opens up all the keyboard shortcuts.
Keybinds modal dialog. Keyboard combos controls.
Now, the one advantage of the desktop app over the web app is in the desktop app you can change the key bindings. So, for example, some of the keystrokes here to move between servers, for example, like it's Control-Alt up and down arrow. So you would have to use your pass-through on the web. But if you got the JAWS scripts or the desktop client, you wouldn't have to deal with that.
On. Down button. Up button. Right button. Heading level 3 messages.
Some of these keyboard shortcuts here.
These shortcuts work when focused on the message. Edit message. E. Delete message. Backspace. Pin message. E. Add reaction. Plus. Reply. R.
So very similar to like Gmail, and I'll show this in a minute.
CTM mark on red. Alt Enter. Focus text area. Escape. Heading level 3 navigation.
Then
navigate between servers. Alt.
And this is where navigate between servers. If you want to do that very fast without that tree view on the top, that's where those keyboard commands don't work.
Alt.
But
navigate with Alt. Alt. Navigate forward and backward and Alt.
Probably the most useful keyboard shortcut here is what's called the quick switcher. And I'll escape
user area region. Set stat
out of that keyboard shortcuts with escape.
Off.
Have to make sure my virtual PC cursor is off. And this is basically a general search for anything that you can move to You just type it in here. So I'll press Control K.
Quick switcher modal dialog. Mentions product : start searches with
And I will just type Hearthstone because that's one of my servers.
Hearthstone access server 1 of 2. Blind Tech Adventures server 2 of 2.
So for some reason I just typed HE and it filtered through because I don't have very many things on my Discord yet.
Hearthstone access server 1 of 2.
Hearthstone access was closest, then Blind
Hearthstone
Tech Adventures was like the second one that matched that query. So all I just have to do is press enter
Learn
here.
more link. User area region. Set status button.
Now I am in the
Spider Maniac
Hearthstone access server.
Top. Set status.
So I will go
On.
down to the server region. So I'll press R.
Text channel. Channel header region. Set status button. Collapse. List end. General left parent channel right parent main region.
Here we go.
Help button. Jump to last unread message button. Mark as read button. Messages and general list of 51 items. Leo Zog number 3720. They move it back cause patch.
And
Leo Zog
now
number.
if I want to move between these messages more like a web app, I just press enter
General
here.
left parent channel right parent main region. Messages and general. Messages and general. Dire pants number 1524769. Also is the tavern brawl this week going to require gold today? Listen, well, if you use that approach, every standard card will go to wild at some point. But as I said, no matter what time those cards will. Dire pants number 1524769. I still don't get how Kazakh is and works still. Though today it's.
So these are just all. This is a very big server. So these are just all the. Just moving through the messages, up and down arrow. I can press R to reply. If it's a message that I've written and it's already been sent, I can press E to change it. But only on a message that I've made. So that's the kind of cool thing about Discord, I guess. And, you know, it'll show that it's edited. So let me escape
Virtual PC.
out of that.
General.
And
Hearthstone access heading level 1. Hearthstone access server actions button collapsed. New unreads. Channels list of 15 items.
so here's a list of all the different channels in this server.
Text channels left parent category right parent button expanded. Visited link unread. General left parent text channel right parent. Create invite button pressed. Link news left parent text news left parent link bugs left parent text channel right parent.
So this is where some of those navigation keys to move between channels would be nice. And they do work if you use the pass-through key.
Link find dash a dash dual left parent text channel right parent. Link of topic left parent text channel right parent. Link suggestions left parent text. Link me dash my dash eyes left parent text channel right parent. Link returning dash players left parent text channel right parent.
But I mean, if it's like that, I may as
Link
well just go
localization
through the
left
list.
link find dash a dash do.
I can press B to go to my
Voice
next
channels left parent category right parent button expanded.
voice channels, and these are the channels where you can do screen shares.
Lobby left parent voice channel right parent 0 users button.
So they have a lobby, and
List
it's got
end.
0 users in it. So let's switch over to Blind Tech Adventures. I will press Control
Off.
Z, Control
Quick
K.
switcher modal dial. Blind Tech Adventures
I just
server
typed BL
1 of
here.
6.
And
General.
here we go. Now I'm in the Blind Tech Adventures. I could have gone through the regions and found that server tree on the top and arrowed through it. That would have been a little bit faster. Or a little bit slower, rather.
On. Server sidebar navigation region. Tree view. Blind Tech Adventures heading level 1.
So Blind
Tech Adventures server actions button collapsed.
I literally just made this like 5 minutes before the stream today, so there's nothing on it yet.
Channels list of
Much.
5 items. Text channels left parent category right parent button expand create channel button. Visited link general left parent text channel right parent. Create invite
so
edit
there's
channel
that
button.
general.
Create invite button press edit chat voice channels left parent create channel button.
I made a voice channel in here.
General left parent voice channel right parent 0 talk dash and dash test left parent voice channel right parent 0 users button. List end. Blind Tech Adventures left parent list end. General.
So,
Blind Tech
let me
Blind
go-
Tech channels list text channel create chat text
go
chat
to
blind
the
heading level
server
1 blind general.
actions.
Jaws find G blank. Blind Tech heading left Blind Tech Adventures server actions button collapsed. Menu server action server boost 1 of 1. Read a team viewer Adobe Acrobat 07.3 create channel 3 of 5. Create category 4 of 5. Create event 5 of 5. Notification settings 1 of 2. Privacy settings 2 of. Edit server profile 1 of 1. Hide muted channels not checked. Server boost 1 of 1.
Okay.
Read a team viewer Adobe Code 7.3 experience.
So I'll need to
Create
see where
channel
the
3 of 5.
invite link
Create
is
category. Create event 5 of. Notification settings 1 of 2. Privacy settings 2 of 2. Leaving menus. Blind
Notification
text
and
channels.
privacy.
Text channels left. Create channel general heading left threads button. JAWS 5 blank. To activate, press link get invite your friends button. Link getting started guide. And personalize your server with an invite your friends
Here
button.
we go. Invite your
General
friends.
left parent channel right learn more. Add edit your invite link expires in 7 days. Copy button. https://discord.gg/nkqs. Copy button.
All right.
General.
So I will put this over in the StreamYard chat.
StreamYard. Post a comment edit. Complimentary region. Comments tab pasted. Virtual post link and new comment list end. Start comment actions button. Show comment Mr. Chikadanaka. Post a select which destination link learn more. Post a comment edit. General. Server sidebar preview. Server blind tech adventure head channels list
there. So basically, and there's a ton of keyboard shortcuts here for streaming, for muting. I'll go into the audio channel or the voice channel here.
General heading level 3. Threads button. Notification message. Hide mem inbox. Help button. General left members list of 1 item. Wrapping the top. Server sidebar navigation. Blind tech adventures left pair. Blind tech text channels left. Create invite channel. Voice channels. Create general talk dash and dash test left parent. Voice channel right parent. 0 users button. Invite friends to Blind Tech Adventures. Invite friends to Blind Tech Adventures. General Nicholas Florissant. Void Lupin and Skygazer Mu Universal.
Oh, it wants me to invite.
Close button. Remember my decision but allow button to activate. Block button to activate. Site permission. Block button to allow button to activate. Press alert. This page is accessing your microphone. Change this setting in the address bar. Invite friends to Blind Tech. Close button. Search edit. Search for close button. Learn more.
I don't want to invite any of my other friends here yet.
General. Send a gift or boost this server button to act. Open gift. Open stick. Select emoji. Members list. Server sidebar nav. Virtual PC. JAWS find blank. To move to a night of virtual search review.
And
server sidebar. Blind Tech Adventure General heading. Welcome to Blind Online. 1 member. Wrapping to top. Wrapping Kurt server on list end. Download apps. Wrapping to bottom. Select emoji button.
There was a keystroke for like
off.
Control M.
Download app modal dialog. Get Discord at home Mac OS. Get the public test build link.
It was Control Shift M. Control Shift M muted me. There we go. I'm unmuted.
Graphic. Home. General left parent channel. On. H edit has pop-up.
So in the past I've
virtual
mostly used
edit
this
has
for
message number upload of download the welcome to Blind Tech edit. This is your blink and invite personalize send your download the Discord app upload a file send a GIF open stick select and rapid text channels left parent create edit voice create chat general link talk dash and dash to Blind Tech Advent gen link talk create invite edit chat Herkman voice connect disconnect button voice connected button.
All right, here we go. So voice connected.
Disconnect but camera unavailable button collapsed.
Don't have a camera.
Share your screen button.
I do have a screen share here.
Cancel button to cancel button. Entire screen tab selected. To
switch
page entire screen button to share system audio checkbox not checked 1 of 3. To check press space bar. Share button to activate press cancel button to share system
and then the share system audio.
Set status button collapsed.
And from what I've seen, the screen shares work fine. I've seen other people do it with JAWS and NVDA, but I haven't done it before yet.
Off.
And then... But yeah, that main keyboard shortcut that I use the most is that... So there's that switcher I showed, but there's also an emoji. So let me get to the message thread in this channel.
On. No edit boxes. Share your screen but set mute switch off. Deafens user set no one else invite button. Heading level 3 talk dash and focus button. More button. Inbox button. More focus. Talk dash and talk dash server side no edit box. Server sidebar.
Oh, because this is just a text channel, or a voice channel. So let me go back to the text one.
Blind tech advent heading level 1 blind channel text create chat visit voice create chat link list block 4 voice visit disconnect camera share sets mute deaf user heading grid button more button box button search user camera unavail more options button.
By Discord.
Yeah.
Share your screen but mute but more options disconnect but opt out but full screen full screen opt out button blank off. Kirkman grid button, more button, search users, graphic, more options, share your graphic, more options.
I was trying to see if I had set up I know in a lot of channels I've seen there's text and voice together, but I had never really set one up before today, so I guess I did that wrong.
Top, more options.
But,
What are dirty sodas?
dirty sodas?
Yeah.
It's like a soda. You mix like fruit, like syrup into it. They're very big in Utah.
Huh.
They're yeah, like Swig. Do you got Swig in California?
I don't know what the hell that is. Somebody told me to ask you what this is, so I don't know.
Oh, did Austin tell you to ask?
No. I have no
Okay.
idea what that is. But that's cool.
Maybe it means something else. But
You never know.
now with the JAWS scripts, there are a couple of other keystrokes.
On, off. Command,
Like,
not found. Top, more options.
Oh, you put the
General
link
dash
in that
brave
store
to move-
Discord?
Virtual PC.
that's to the Discord.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
So if anyone wants to see, I didn't really want to show. It's great for like texts. The calls and stuff work, and then you do have
General.
a bunch of
Talk
settings.
dash and dash test dash brave.
Seems like a pretty
Top.
cluttered website
It is.
On.
app.
Talk dash and dash.
It is, and the keystrokes are not like they have plenty of keystrokes, but
Uh-huh.
they don't all.
Well, Discord, if you're paying attention, this is
No
Global
region.
Accessibility Awareness Day, so get on it.
Yeah.
Come on, fix them. I don't know what they're supposed to do. We haven't given them any feedback, but,
Yeah.
Off. Command, not found.
Command not found. Uh-oh.
Disconnect
supposed
button
to take me
activate.
to the-
General dash brave to move.
The
Virtual
like
PC.
the tree
General.
at the top of
Server
the page.
sidebar navigation region. Server
But-
sidebar command.
They haven't really
Message number
implemented
10.
ARIA to
Send
tell
edit
you when
task.
you're muted or
Edit.
unmuted and things like that, it seems like.
No, there is a sound. There is a.
Oh.
That wasn't going through. It does do a sound effect.
Oh.
I guess I didn't share my system audio through the virtual audio cable, so it does a little. Let's see if I can.
100%. Search box edit. Mixed reality portal. Sound mixer option. Settings. System volume. Adjust the output. Output device. Output device volume. Input device. Apps list. Application armory. Create an app. System sound. Audio. Battle. Brave browser. Freedom Science. Brave
System
browser.
sound
button,
will put everything to the audio cable, right?
I think it's just system sounds.
Battle. Brave browser.
Okay. Well, let's change.
Expanded.
Brave.
Brave browser. Mute app button. Adjust the output device combo box. Default to change. Application. JAWS for Windows. Application file for JAWS button.
Why
collapsed.
won't it change?
Freedom Science.
Oh.
Freedom
I'm hearing myself
JAWS for
echo
Freedom
now.
Science. Freedom JAWS for Windows FS.
Hello, Echo.
JAWS for Windows FS Synth 30. Sys output device. Output device combo box. Speakers left parent 3-mm. Line 1 left. Speakers left. Line 1 left. Speakers left. Speakers left. Line 1 left.
Yeah.
Line 2 left parent.
There we go. Are you still echoey?
Input device.
Hello?
Input
Hello?
device combo
Hello,
box.
are you
Yep,
still echoing?
Still echoing.
Oh, okay. That's why, because
Output the volume. Adjust.
because I'm also streaming in Brave, and so it doesn't do it for each tab. That's a problem.
Output device. Output the input apps list box.
Well, I'll be
System
quiet
sounds.
then. You can demo the
Freedom
sound.
Science.
Okay.
General dash brave. General dash camera microphone recording.
So that's one way to know if you're muted or unmuted. But yes, that isn't the. It should do ARIA. I agree.
Cool.
So, yeah, it works. The main thing is that channel server concept. It's not quite like Facebook or Twitter, but maybe more like Telegram. So, yeah, that's Discord.
Well, my voice is annoying. I don't want to hear it anymore, so change it back.
Ha!
Settings to move to an item. Freedom Scientific Voices. Line 1 left microphone left parent 3. Line mid 1 left parent microphone array left parent. Line 2 left parent.
Come on.
Why did that
Mic mid 1 left line 1 left microphone left. Apps list system
Okay.
input device.
There we go. That should have fixed
Output
it.
device combo box.
yeah.
Line 2 left parent virtual.
No, it didn't.
Line 1 speakers left parent speaker
Okay, there we go. Now we should be good.
Nope.
volume adjust output input device apps list box systems
Change
freedom,
Brave.
freedom, science, freedom, science, application file,
Yeah, I thought it was focused.
freedom,
Come on.
science, freedom, JAWS for win,
I don't
application
know what's up
file.
with the...
freedom, science, freedom,
I think
freedom,
JAWS
sci-
has a problem in the sound mixer.
freedom,
I think so, too.
freedom,
So let me do it NVDA because I know that works.
Oh, good.
unloading, OK, but settings, apps.
Echo.
There we go. That should have done it.
Nope. Still hearing myself. I can just mute you.
Yeah, it's... Let me show you what it's doing in here because it's very strange.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Change your NVDA sound source, I guess.
Yes, but all of a sudden I forgot the keystroke for that.
Control NVDAS.
Nah, that's right. Oh.
And then hit tab.
Yeah. Okay, I changed my speech source to beeps. There we go.
Beeps.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
You're
can't
still
hear
echoing?
your NVDA. Definitely still echoing.
Settings,
Okay.
right
All right, so you should be able to hear NVDA now.
Output device
Yes, I can.
All right. So let's go to apps. Alt down arrow.
Expanded. Armory Crate Auto Repeat 1.6 Auto Show all settings button collapse 9 of 9. Armory Crate WASI. System show all settings button collapse 9 of 9. Armory Crate WASI. System show all settings button collapse 9 of 9. Armory Crate System show Armory Crate WASI. Auto Repeater. Battle show all settings button collapse 9 of 9. Auto show all settings button system show all settings system show all settings button collapse 9 of system show all.
Any idea why it might be just moving my focus around like that? That is really bizarre.
Probably because JAWS broke something, so you might have to get out of it and get back in.
Okay.
General dash camera microphone recording dash wave. General. Stop dash 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 parts no max 01 parts. Start window search window
That's
sound mixer options system settings settings.
It's another part of accessibility right there.
Output device volume grouping. Adjust the output volume slider 22. Adjust the output device grouping. Input device grouping. List system sounds button collapse 1 of 10. Armory Crate WASI. Auto repeater 1. Auto repeater 1. Auto repeater battle button collapse Brave browser button collapse 7 of 10.
Oh, thank you.
Expanded. Brave browser grouping. New button. Output device combo box speaker left parent 3 MX 150 right parent collapse Brave browser. Expanded. Speaker left parent 3 MX 150 right parent 2 5.
Oh, you know what? It was in
Parts no max 01 column
StreamYard.
1 general dash Brave 1 column 3 toolbar Brave stream yard document complimentary. Alphabet clickable menu button submenu select destination. Find dialog type. S-E-T-E. Stream find error dialog text code stream yard back clickable list with free button mall. Button mall. Button mall destinations. Button blind text adventures. Menu button submenu select which destinations to post a comment to. Banner landmark link graphics stream yard. Find dialog. Blank. S-E-T-E. Stream main landmark clickable button settings. Mobile clickable heading level 2 settings. Button list 7 button camera. Button audio. Clickable dialog clickable mobile.
It
Mobile.
changed my
Mobile.
mic to
Mobile.
line 2.
Mobile dialog. Mid combo box line 1 left parent. Virtual audio cable right parent. Collapse. Speaker combo box default dash line 2 left parent. Virtual audio cable right parent. Collapse. AI voice dash canceling output left parent. Line 1 left parent. Virtual audio. AI default dash speakers left parent. Root left parent. R right parent. Audio. Speakers left parent. 3 MX 150. Expanded list.
There we go. That should have... I bet that fixed it.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm not echoing anymore. Oh, good.
There we go. Yeah, it was in StreamYard. Sorry, everybody. For some reason, when I changed the audio source of Brave, it changed it in StreamYard too.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. I'll remember that. But yeah, that's Discord.
Cool. Well, if you want a Discord, then join Kurt on the Discord. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know how active I'll be in the server, but, I'll be there.
Settings 01 column 2 2 parts no max 01 column 3 dash 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 Brave 1 column 4.
Oh, no. You need to change your NVDA now. I'm still hearing that.
Okay.
Select synthesizer dialog. Audio output device colon. Combo box
you
line
got
2 left parent.
really
Virtual audio
loud
cable right
for
parent.
some
Speakers left
reason.
parent. Root left parent. R right parent.
Yeah.
There you go. At least I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's fixed. It's right. Am I loud again?
You did get louder. It's kind of funny. I don't know, when you're changing audio sources, something got a little louder. I don't know.
But I still sound like I'm in the USB mic?
Yeah, you're in the USB mic. You're okay.
Okay.
Anyway. Let's go on to airports, I guess.
Airports, yeah.
Really. So, yeah, as I said, I was gonna record my adventures in the airport, and I did not. Forgot to bring my chest mount. I always forget something when I travel, so I forgot to bring the chest mount, and I had my hands full. However, I will record it. I will have plenty of opportunity to travel coming up, so I will do a recording of that. Nonetheless, I did want to take a little bit of time to speak about our traveling through airports and just some tips that I have about that process. And one of my first tips is get comfortable being lost and get comfortable not thinking about being lost.
Yeah.
And this is an issue with airports, but it's an issue in life. It's an issue in navigation and travel in general. People, especially, it seems like a lot of blind people rely on mobility training to get from one place to the other. And if they didn't get mobility training, then they feel like they're maybe incompetent or lost or something. And it's that fear of going to a new place and experiencing something new. And what that does is keeps someone from wanting to go out and adventure. And that's fine. If that's you, that's fine. But I would urge you to consider, it's my number one tip probably, is to consider getting out of that zone and feel comfortable exploring. Because otherwise you're going to end up with frustration. Some of the frustrations I experience when depending on who I'm traveling with or whatever, people like to request assistance. And sometimes that assistance takes 20 minutes or half an hour to come. They bring wheelchairs. You have to explain to them why you're not going to sit in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you that it's their procedures. They don't know exactly where they're going, so now they have to look at a map or figure out something. And anyway, that is, to me, that's more stressful than anything. That people interaction, to me, is more stressful than anything. So I don't deal with that. And the way I don't deal with it is I start walking. And I don't exactly just start walking. A lot of airports I know because I've been to. If I don't know an airport, then, maybe I might look it up on Wikipedia just to see, are there different terminals, or how are the gates laid out, or any information that I can find, if I can find any. Otherwise, what I tend to do is I start walking. And okay, if you start walking, then how do you know where you're going? And isn't that more likely to lead to a recipe for disaster? And in that way, I would say it's kind of based on your attitude about travel. If your attitude of travel is, I want to get where I'm going the quickest possible way, the safest possible way, as soon as I can, without any detours, and I better get to where I'm going without finding out anything about my environment, then probably my method won't work for you. If your attitude is, well, I'm going to get there reasonably efficiently and I'm going to explore while I'm at it, and maybe I'll find something new and I'll have a chance to get my coffee and whatever, and I'll get to learn more about the layout of an airport, then my method is exactly what you need. So, what is that method? My second tip then is figure out which OCR app that you like and try it out. Now, why am I talking about OCR? Because OCR can read signs. And if you use something like a lookout, when you point your phone at a gate, for instance, you know exactly what gate you're passing. So be aware of your surroundings. When you're passing a gate or whatever, point your phone, and you'll likely figure out what gate you're at. Some airports, the signs for gates are slightly different places, or they'll have something like two gates written next to each other. So they'll have, for example, gate 1 and gate 3. They'll just say 1 and 3 or something like that. And then so you just have to figure out, are the numbers going up or are they going down? And based off of that, you can very easily know which gate you're at. And, that works in a lot of airports. Depending on the airport, reading those signs may not work as well. But it just depends on the airport. A lot of airports it does work, and it works quite well. Another thing that I would urge you to do is get very comfortable asking randos. very random strangers, passengers passing by, whoever, about what is around you at any given moment. Don't ask them for directions. They likely don't know. They're likely as confused as you are. Don't ask them for directions. Ask them what they see around you. What gate are you at? Ask them very specific questions about, what gate am I at? Do you see a sign that says restroom? Do you whatever? Ask them very specific questions. But don't ask about where you're going to, because they might, even if they do know, they think they know, they'll probably end up guiding you to the wrong place or something.
And then they'll be frazzled, and it's bad.
They'll be frazzled. You'll be frazzled. They got to take time to look around. They'll feel bad that they can't take you where you want to go. Better yet, just ask. Like I said, what do you see around you? What gate am I at? Something like that. When going through security, and this is really helpful if you are an iPhone user, use something like the Seeing AI, the LiDAR app, that people detection or whatever, or an app that does object detection with LiDAR. There's that super LiDAR. That can really help you in a line. If you're having problems staying in a line, that will very, very much help you stay in the line, because you will have an idea if a person is moving. If you're using Android, turn on the voice and use the voice. In iOS you can do that, but you have to use the web app. But you definitely can tell when people are moving in a line, so use that. It's always a recommendation of mine that for any of these apps, especially if you use them a lot, that you either carry around some kind of external battery or consider getting a second device. So let's say, you use your primary phone for your travel pass and everything else. You have a secondary phone device you can use for things like this, OCR and all that, because it can drain your battery. And it might not be as convenient, if you have multiple devices. Bone conduction headphones, I really like those, because no one else needs to hear that you have voiceover going and whatever else. Simply walking like you've got a purpose and somewhere to go with confidence is a huge recommendation of mine. If you look lost, then you're going to be a target for stupid. That's what I like to say. People who think they can take advantage of you, people who think that you are lost and want to help you and can't help you, people who just want to know where you're going, whatever. And maybe you will get some genuine help too, I don't know. But generally, don't look like you're lost. Keep your head up. Walk like you've got some kind of purpose or somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And do that. Even if you're not sure where you're going, pick a direction and start walking in it. And I guess my last thing is and I brought this up before maybe, is don't stop, don't hesitate to ask somebody else that you're passing by. If you truly need the help, don't hesitate to ask for that. And that's something that I still struggle with, because I'm a dude, number one. And dudes don't ever like asking for directions. But number two, because I like exploring, because I like getting lost, because I like, and I never really think of myself as lost, but I like adventuring. I like finding out new things. I like learning new airports. I enjoy that. I give myself enough time to do that. And if you go into it with that mindset, all of a sudden, an airport adventure becomes a lot less stressful and a lot more adventurous. If you go into it with, hey, I got 20 minutes to get to where I need to go, and I'm in a hurry, and I'm in a rush, and I don't know where I'm going, and these people are idiots, and they're not listening to what I need them to do, and they're taking 20 minutes to get to me, and I'm just sitting here waiting for people and all that, yep, it'll be stressful, and it'll suck, and you will feel that people are taking away your dignity, and you will feel disrespected, and you will hate every second of it. You'll probably feel that way, at least to some of you, if you can relate to me at all anyway. But of course, some of you are extroverts. You love people. You love talking to somebody. You love talking about your dogs and your blindness and your whatever else. And by all means, if that's you, okay, find somebody and have them walk you to where you need to go. That to me is more stressful. I don't like waiting. I don't like dealing with people. I don't like their condescensions. So I don't deal with it.
But they're microaggressions.
Yeah. I was going to say the word, but I couldn't think of it again. I don't like dealing with that. And if you don't know what Kurt's talking about, go back a ways, and you'll hear me say a very bad word. So.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So we have a Francois. Sienna Francois.
I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly.
Sienna.
Yep, you're saying hey to you.
Hello.
Glad that you're here with us.
Apologies if we butchered that.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names. But
I mean, me too.
Here.
So, I do mostly the same thing. Like, the only thing I've never done is OCR, because, like, I like asking randos. That's worked pretty well for me, and I generally can do that and get to a gate a lot faster than I think I would be if I was waiting 20 minutes to a half hour for someone to help me. I mean, I'll try it with OCR. The thing I worry about with that is, like, I've already got a cane. I've probably got a cup of coffee in the other hand because I do that. A suitcase and a backpack, and it's like,
Get a chest mount or a head mount. Seriously, make your phone hands-free.
Yeah.
Or even one of those, what do they used to give out? Those Ira pouches. Well, they didn't give them out. People were selling them. You get them on Amazon for like $10, and people were selling them for $30. There were some blindness merchants that were doing that kind of crap. The Harbolt company or whatever.
Yeah.
A few other people. Yeah, they were selling these pouches that they would literally buy on Amazon for like $5. Say, here you go. Here's a thing just for Ira. Like $30.
Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, I maybe ought to give that a try because, like, I mean, when you say this...
And I don't mean to point out Harbolt Company directly. I know a few people that were doing that, and I know that businesses have to make money. So I'm in no way intending to point out a specific business. I guess I just did, so...
Yeah, well, we've both had our fair share of gaffes tonight. So... there's a website I like called Wiki Voyage. There's also Wiki Travel. And those are like wikis that, are like open travel guides. Sometimes those have really good like airport layout information, even more than Wikipedia. I like those. And I definitely concur with the strategy that I've always used is ask people for information about what's around me and then kind of incrementally get closer and closer to, if I need to find concourse C or gate C7 or whatever, first I got to make sure which way concourse C is from the main terminal. Then when I'm there, I've got to figure out how the gates are going and what number's going what way. And usually it's pretty straightforward. Some airports will do a weird, more U-shape or circular kind of thingy once you get in the concourse, but usually it's like odds on one side of a hall, evens on another side of a hall, and then as I'm getting closer, I'll just ask people what gates we're at. I'm totally open to trying the OCR to make, if that can trim a few minutes off, maybe it would.
Let me tell you, if you ever want to do it, try it in your airport there, Salt Lake City. I can't think of a better airport to try it in, because Salt Lake City is really generally a pretty easy airport to navigate anyway.
It is.
And they have the signs labeled so well that literally as you're passing it, you just point in the direction of the gate. So if you're walking on the right, then take your phone and point it to your right, and it will tell you exactly what gate you're at. It's
cool.
really helpful. So you can walk down, and it won't do any of this half gate thing like like it'll give you 2 gate numbers or something. It'll give you 1 gate number. You know exactly what gate you're at. It works really well.
That's cool.
There's other airports like that. I mean, Salt Lake is not the only one, but I can think of Salt Lake in particular because I just traveled through it, and it's a very, very easy airport.
It is a very easy airport
to traverse and travel through with OCR. I mean, without too, but I'm just saying if you want to give it a go, that's probably the one to start with.
And the funny thing is, Salt Lake City Airport actually just got harder than it used to be because they just added a big, huge walkway between the terminals, like a massive one that didn't used to be there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you don't have to deal with that, but like, yeah, one other thing I will say is I think a lot of times I used to be much more intimidated by airports, when I was like a teenager, because they were very big. There's lots of people. There seemed like there were lots of ways I could go wrong. But like as an adult, I have some issues. Sure, I'm not like a perfect traveler, and like sometimes I'll go the wrong way or whatever. But like airports, I think are not for me one of the most challenging. There are plenty of places that are a lot harder for me to deal with than airports, and I kind of think that's the case for a lot of people.
Airports. Unless you're good at map reading.
Yeah,
a lot of people get lost at airports.
Absolutely,
it's a very common thing.
And I'm kind of with you, where like I'm not saying I like perfectly always just straight away arrow in on the right place, but I get there fast enough that I don't miss flights, and if I do, it's because I got to the airport like 20 minutes before because I was dumb, which...
Yeah.
But, like, yes, I mean, I
showed
agree.
up at Denver at, like, I think it was 3:45, and my flight was at 5:30.
Oh, yeah?
I had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. And yet I was still stuck in security for a good hour in line, trying to get through security line.
Wow.
So you always want to give yourself plenty of time, especially at a bigger airport, to allow yourself the chance to get through security, but then also, hey, are you going to need a little bit more time to explore? Do you want to find that coffee? Do you want to walk into the store and see what they got at the airport, try to get a little gift for somebody, or get yourself a Coke to take on the plane, or whatever?
Right, that's what you do.
Exactly. So, it's like, I don't know. So a lot of people end up just here. I'm going to get an assistant. I'm going to go to the gate, and I'll end up at the gate like an hour and a half early. I'm just going to sit there. Like, well, okay.
Yeah.
And if that's what makes you comfortable, then do that. But we're just talking about some tips that maybe will help you so that you can navigate the airport independently.
And there's no like one right way that's like this is the way. That's the thing I struggle with about a lot of blindness training is there's ways that work really well for people, and but it's not like a universal thing.
Yep, that's right. And if you're completely okay, if you have patience and you don't mind waiting a few minutes for someone, or even 20 or 30 minutes for someone, or if you request it ahead of time and they get you assistance that actually does what they're supposed to and show up on time, and you're fine with that, use that method. Whatever works for you.
100%. Yeah, that's a whole lot better than not going.
Exactly.
Like, and it doesn't even really matter at the end of the day. Like, you get to the place you're supposed to go.
Yep.
I don't really care how someone else does it. Like, do it the way that'll make you do it.
Yep. Exactly.
So.
Well, everybody, this has been a good evening. We've had a good fun. Hopefully you tuned in. Hit the share button, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hit the unsubscribe if you really hate it. Check out the podcast if you want this in podcast form. We usually try to release it Monday morning, Monday afternoon. That tends to be when I release the thing on podcast form. So check it out there, or invite your friends there. BlindTechAdventures.com has all the links, including the donate link. If you feel like you want to give us a donation, that would be great. We appreciate it. Go towards our cost. Thank you again to John Dyer for yours. Definitely appreciate it. And let's see. I don't think we have any more comments. Oh, yeah, we do. Nope.
Yeah, Sienna says hi. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hey and hi, Sienna.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you all very much, and we'll see you all next week. We're going to have a good time next week.
Absolutely.
As always.
Take care, everyone.
Kurt, you started this show by saying something very controversial. Do you want to end it with that, too?
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, everybody.
All right. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, goodness.